It's always a good day to wake up and be alive. You know, just being alive to me is amazing. Well, I'm Alec Duncan. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Woodlawn, Illinois. My childhood was wonderful. I started riding a bike at 2.5 without training wheels, so I knew immediately that I was into bicycles. My bicycle was my favorite possession. I learned to read at 4 years old, which was, you know, a lot of fun for me at the time. I really enjoyed spending time with my grandfather. We were very close. His name was Paul Duncan. That's my middle name. And just any time I got to spend with him was really treasured. Spent a lot of time with the neighbor kids, playing football, swimming. We had a pool. Very active, always outside, always in mud. I was 13 years old when I first got sick. I came down with strep throat and also caught mono at the same time. I was overwhelmed by, you know, having both viruses and really got violently ill very quickly. It all happened pretty fast. When I was sick for more than a week, we decided to go to the hospital. My temperatures were reaching 103 degrees, and I spent a week in the hospital. I had horrible chest and back pains. Doctors didn't know why. They attributed it to vomiting and getting ill. They sent me back home, not knowing what to do. And finally, a family friend had said, well, you probably should have an echocardiogram done to have a look at his heart. And that's what we did. We sent that information to St. Louis. I was so sick, and doctors over there noticed rapid deterioration of my aortic valve and said we need to get him here right away. When I rode over to St. Louis in an ambulance for my emergency surgery, I remember thinking, wow, this is pretty bad. I had known that I was very close to death. You know, a person can just feel that. You know, a person can feel their own pains and know intuitively that they may perish at points in time, you know. It's just indescribable, the feeling to know that you may not make it. But you go with it because you have no other option, and you put your faith in the people around you, and you put your faith in the doctors and nurses and staff at the hospitals and advocates. I did see death, I'm pretty sure, a few times. I mean, times when I'd go out of consciousness. The night before I took that ambulance ride, I tried climbing the stairs at our home, and I made it halfway up the stairs on my knees, crawling, just because I wanted to do something on my own, you know. And I felt the breath leave my body. I have a bovine pericardial valve, which would be a cow valve, and I will have to have that replaced in 20 years, probably. I spend my life just following up, you know, making sure that I'm in good health and keeping an eye on things. Without the American Heart Association, without research, I wouldn't be here today. And a lot of these kids have done nothing wrong to anyone, didn't deserve to be where they're at, do deserve to get better. And they will make great assets to the community. They want to play, they want to be active, and they have bright smiles and bright futures. I hope that all the resources are available to all kids afflicted by heart disease. And I know the American Heart Association does everything in their power to help that out. I hope the funding's there for these kids because they're such great kids.
Our children need us, and we need you. The American Heart Association is funding research and education programs and advocating for policies to help our children live stronger, healthier lives. Our children need us, and we need you.